This academic success module explores student responsibility. Taking ownership and responsibility for your education is a key element to your academic success. We hope that in this module, you'll learn more about your responsibilities as a student and be empowered to take the steps necessary to claim your education. College students have a unique responsibility for their education. When Adrienne Rich spoke at Douglas College in 1977, she called this concept claiming an education. In her words, you cannot afford to think of being here to receive an education. You will do much better to think of being here to claim one. The difference, she said, comes with the definition. To claim is to take as if it is yours, and to receive is to have it handed to you. The difference lies with who initiates the learning. As college students, you have the power to initiate and take charge of your learning outcomes. When you claim your education, you take responsibility for your learning. In college, you don't leave your education up to the people who are teaching you. Rather, you dictate what and how you learn. This means that when it comes to choosing what to write about for a class, you might choose a research topic you know nothing about so that you can learn about something new. Grappling with new topics and subjects will push you in new ways. Though you may fear some of the activities and exercises you study, when you push yourself to step up to the challenge, you will learn from those experiences. As the person claiming your education, you can assume responsibility for what happens in the classroom. You decide how you prepare, how you take notes, and what you contribute to the class. It is up to you to engage in your learning. We've adopted 3 perspectives that we believe empower students to claim their education. These habits of mind are growth mindset, locus of control, and metacognition. At this point in the module, we'll be talking about how these 3 concepts meld together as empowerment tools. Psychologist Carol Dweck developed the concept of a growth mindset. Since her book, Mindset, The New Psychology of Success was published, educators have used Dweck's theories when working with students. A mindset, according to Dweck, is a self-perception or self-theory that people hold about themselves. Believing that you are either intelligent or unintelligent is an oversimplified explanation of a mindset. People may have a mindset related to their personal or academic lives. I'm not good at dating, or I'm a bad test taker. According to Dweck, people can be aware or unaware of their mindsets, but they have a profound effect on many aspects in life. People with a fixed mindset believe that their basic qualities, such as their intelligence or talent, are simply fixed traits. People with a growth mindset, however, believe that their most basic abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. The brains and talents are just the starting point. We see mindset as the belief students adopt that will either help or hinder their academic success. When students adopt a growth mindset, they have the motivation to keep trying, to push through the difficulty and continue learning. The growth mindset helps students move forward when they've struggled with a test, quiz, or even a class. However, when a student adopts a fixed mindset, failing a test or a paper may make the student feel like they are a failure. When you begin to develop a growth mindset, you will begin to believe in your ability to claim your education by embracing challenges, overcoming obstacles, working to master knowledge and goals, learning from criticism, and finding inspiration from the success of others. You have the ability to change your mindset from believing the I can'ts to the I cans. To help you recognize the different mindsets we adopt, we encourage metacognition. Metacognition gets us to think about our own thinking. Metacognition refers to students' awareness of their level of understanding of a topic. Metacognition will take you past the basic level of thinking, such as, that test was hard, and get you to think more reflectively, such as, when I got ready to take that test, I believed that I knew all of the material. But when I think about what was supposed to be on that test, I realized that my confidence came from my desire to be finished with the material. Engaging in a higher level of reflective thinking will help you understand where your strengths and weaknesses lie so that you can adapt your study strategies and potentially increase performance. Developing a heightened level of metacognition will help you better understand and assess your knowledge and can assist you with your study plans. We believe in the psychological concept of locus of control. Locus of control refers to How strongly people believe they have control over the situations and the experiences that affect their lives. In education, locus of control typically refers to how students perceive the causes of their academic success or failure in school. Students can have either an internal or external locus of control. Students with an internal locus of control generally believe that their success or failure is the result of effort and hard work they invest in their education. They are working to claim their education. Students with an external locus of control believe that their successes or failures result from factors beyond their control. Students with external locus of control may say things like, "I can't turn in my paper because my printer quit working," or, "It's the professor's fault that I'm not learning. He's boring." We can shift the way we think about these situations and own our roles and responsibilities we have in different situations. "I didn't try to print my paper early enough. I will email my professor the paper and ask for an extension until after class when I can print it off and turn it in." Or, "I'm going to make sure to read before class and decide what I want to learn before I listen to my professor's lecture." Shifting the way we respond to and look at different issues empowers us to claim our education. When students develop an internal locus of control, they can make decisions about what they want to learn in a course, how their responses to others can enhance their learning, and how to claim their education so that they will benefit from all they have the opportunity to learn. Claiming your education and taking responsibility for your learning is about more than study skills. Though we encourage students to seek out help with campus resources available online or in person, we hope students will consider the perspectives of mindset, metacognition, and locus of control as they push towards academic achievement. Your academic success results from a variety of factors: effort, goal setting, and your personal motivation, study skills and strategies, metacognition, locus of control, and mindset and attitudes. We encourage you to think about your current academic success. What can you do to improve your success? In this section of the module, we're going to give you a few tips from Arthur Costa and Ben Akalik's Habits of Mind: 16 Essential Characters for Success. Habits of mind are the attributes human beings display when they are behaving intelligently. The first habit is thinking flexibly. When we exercise the flexibility of our brains, we analyze situations and data to make decisions after looking at both sides. Flexible thinkers are able to consider alternative points and will not tell others that their way is the only way. When it comes to studying, being flexible thinkers means that rather than focusing on one way to study, we embrace one of the many ways to study for different classes and tests. The way you'll study for a history midterm will likely vary from the way you'll prepare for a chemistry exam. The next habit for college students is questioning and posing problems. Approaching one's education and learning with inquisition and thirst for knowledge helps learners learn and teachers teach. Searching for answers to questions is the very purpose of problem-solving in education. Learning problem-solving skills helps us evaluate our academic success so that we can make changes to our study practices to enhance our learning. The next habit is managing impulsivity. Studying for college courses comes with a lot of coursework and responsibility. However, many students adopt a way of embracing life that encourages impulse decision-making and choices. While we acknowledge that self-care is important to your academic success, we suggest planning ahead for you time and social activities, rather than engaging in impromptu distractions at the last minute. The final habit of mind we are sharing in this module is remaining open to continuous learning. The opportunities in life afford continuous growth and moments when we can learn and improve. Improving our study skills will help us be more successful and encourage us to continue learning. Time management is one of those skills we can work to develop over time and becomes a useful skill to have in our careers. When college students are open to continuous learning, they will be able to adapt their study methods to make use of the various general education classes and non-traditional learning environments. Based on this academic success module on student responsibility, what are 3 steps you can take to start claiming your education? That concludes this academic success module on student responsibility. For more academic success information and study tips, please visit our website at success.oregonstate.edu/learning-corner. Thank you.